Is there a sweeter sound?
Ooh, okay, so this is either 2 or 3.
We are recording.
Oh god, gotta turn everything off. Folks, for those of you at home, even I don't know which, oh, it's at 2, okay. I was not aware which RE game that. Oh God, no! I was wrong. This is 3.
Yeah, this is 3.
All right, I forgot that it's the same setting for 2 and 3. So I took a look at this and thought 2.
Yeah.
No, yeah. So Eric and I have been making plans for creating new content for our 1-year anniversary because this is going to be our second outing of a Halloween themed content.
Yep.
And he was like, "Come over, we'll do Resident Evil." And then I go, "Oh boy, keep me guessing, which one?" And I have seen precious little of 3 compared to 1 and 2. So
well, this is probably better for you then, because then you get a little bit of a
absolutely
new experience. So
looking forward to that.
I would probably say this is my favorite of the original trilogy.
Ooh.
On the whole, it's not perfect, but so we're gonna do new game because my old file, I have everything unlocked in there, and so one of the problems is once you unlock infinite ammo, you can't turn it off.
Oh God.
That's okay. So
Resident Evil.
there is another.
Oh, we're going hard about it. Well,
The easy mode is like baby mode. It comes with like.
got it. Yeah.
September. An ordinary day.
Well, this is you behind the controls as well, so sure.
Yeah.
No one dared to oppose them, and that lack of strength would ultimately lead to their destruction. I suppose they had to suffer the consequences of their actions, but there would be no forgiveness. Only they had.
Why is this just a JPEG sliding to the left?
It's true that once the wheels of justice begin
We
to
ruined the
turn,
budget.
nothing can stop.
We spent it all early on trying to get the Nemesis to look as cool as possible. Now all that we're left with is sliding JPEG intros.
Last escape.
No, they spent all their budget on the rest of the pre-rendered videos. It's probably one of the best looking.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Although on the PS1 it is running at 15 frames per second.
Okay, yeah. So if we were playing this on one of those, this would look quite janky.
One what?
If we were playing this like on a PSX, then this would probably look very janky.
Well, unlike, I mean, if you compare this to like what they had on the GameCube or on PC, you would notice a difference right away.
Yeah.
So, I love this massacre.
We didn't account for their numbers. Maybe we should have realized that there was a lot of them.
But I mean, that is a good question. Like, does somebody just load them into the elevator and push the button and like?
Yeah. So where in the RE timeline does 3 fall?
It actually takes place the day prior to RE2, or at least it starts out that way.
Hot diggity.
September 28th is the date. So Matt, this right here, if my calculations are correct, is exactly my 40th playthrough of this game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just yes, game instructions. Thank you. Don't need them taking up
use the guns, and you can shoot a zombie right between his fucking eyes.
Well, Jill doesn't have Colonel Campbell to tell her to hold R1 and then press X to shoot.
Eric, is this your favorite Jill design?
I mean, it's not very practical,
No, it's not. It's not.
but it has become iconic. I don't know, honestly. I do like the old school, like, beret with the shoulder pads look.
Yeah,
Um,
I have definitely heard that it would be considered to be her best. Yeah.
September 28th, daylight. The monsters have
But
overtaken the city.
we all know nothing beats her RE5 blonde catsuit.
okay, you leave now.
You get out of this house!
Okay, we've got to get out of here.
Okay,
What?
we've got to get out of here.
Talking about?
Our
Just lost my daughter
our
out there.
opinions on my future look are too terrible for me to stay here.
I'm sorry about your daughter, but there isn't going to be any rescue. We have to get out of here.
No! I'm not going anywhere. I'd rather starve to death in here than be eaten by one of those undead monsters! Now leave me alone!
Sir, please calm down.
Dude, I don't know, like... I hear that starving to death is a horribly painful way to go. But it can't be as bad as literally getting eaten, but it's drawn out over a longer period of time. Like, I don't know which I would rather choose. Because getting eaten by a zombie, you're gonna be done in, like, less than 60 seconds. But it's gonna be the worst fathomable 60 seconds.
I mean, but then, you know.
I guess that I'd rather starve, because at least that's also more peaceful, right?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, you don't end up, you know, reanimating.
Yes. Though I guess that depends on the zombie fiction in a question. If it's airborne or whatever.
So the question is, what are we gonna do with all this gunpowder? If we mix a bunch of these, like one at a time, they yield less ammo.
Mm-hmm.
But after a while, you get to create more powerful ammo.
Okay.
Or we could save them and mix them with other types of gunpowder into more powerful types, like, you know, magnum ammo and shotgun shells and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we're okay with just the handgun bullets that I have, so I think we'll just save those and decide later. My lovely tank controls, how I love you.
They're back.
It's... So if you, like, try to talk to him again...
I told you! I'm not leaving! Never! Just get away from me.
So what's interesting is on the GameCube, he doesn't say that last part. Just get away from me, like...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they, like, literally probably just cut the sound file, but I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
It's just such a...
Seems like an odd, specific
Yeah,
sentence to cut.
seems like it would have taken more work and not, like, worth the resources that it would save.
Mm-hmm. Now, I do have to say, RE1 widely considered to have some of the worst voice acting. Now, what I've heard so far from the first few sentences of 3, they did step it up.
Oh, yeah. You know, I mean, 2 was even pretty good. 1 is the one that's like...
Yeah. Like, woof, that's a heck of a woof. How many months have I been saying I am gonna try to stop going oof and
Well,
woof?
you haven't... I feel like you haven't said it in a while. How did that come back?
We have to look back at our old recordings and get a woof counter going on.
Yes.
Take a shot every time that I say woof if you're watching this. That one there didn't count. Spit the shot back out.
So, what's cool about this game is there are a few ways to go, and it results in a few different. Like if you ignore this door now,
Mm-hmm.
and you do have to come back eventually. It's gonna burst open. Zombies come out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you try to open it now, you
Ah.
get.
Then you get to deal with them.
Yes, but you also see actual human runoff. We'll see who this. Oh no! Oh, that's it. I'm infected. Game over.
Well. This is a zombie fiction. I kind of like the way that the Walking Dead games did it, where it was airborne, as I mentioned, because everyone has the thought stuck inside of their brains. Where as soon as one of us bites it,
Yeah.
it's instant.
They'll be biting everyone else.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. It's a extra source of attention. Yeah. You're fine as long as you're alive, but if you know that it's
Fall down. Yes.
if you know it's about the end for you, then get someone to lock you into a room or something.
Guess what that is?
I see a beautiful shotgun.
It is a beauty. Not gonna waste it on this fool.
Not this jerk weakling zombie. He's too much of a chump to waste my precious shells.
See, he's not even die. I'm just gonna ignore him. And now we got the stuff that's legal in Canada now.
It's true. I was just about to say way to date this playthrough, but it's been legal for I think almost like a year now.
Yeah. The stuff that's been legal forever now.
Well, pretty much effectively.
We sure were young when they made it legal.
The cops have never really cared.
Yeah, it's a formality at best.
If you're living in good old North America and you have some cannabis up on your person, and this was before the time when it was legalized, you would have to actively piss off the cop usually for them to go, well, we need to take you in for this cannabis possession.
Yeah, you're more likely to get in trouble for having booze on you.
Yes.
And even then,
still not.
I've had friends trying to basically down a bottle of whiskey between two of them. And the cop came up and he's like, "You guys are gonna pour that out, right?"
Yes.
And they did, and he just let him go.
No need to slap the cuffs.
Save that for the bedroom.
That's right.
So now so I know exactly where I'm going. It might seem like I'm wandering around aimlessly, and there's our friend again.
Well, to be fair, after 40 playthroughs, I would hope that you would know where
Yes. So, this is the back of the bar where
Barry, Brad,
Get away!
Chris.
Brad is also a S.T.A.R.S member, but Barry had something Brad doesn't have.
What does he not?
A big bushy beard.
Oh, it's true.
I'm not even gonna help him. Screw you. I'm saving my ammo.
I'm sure you knew he would.
Yeah.
Get gone.
So there is a.
Brad, hang in there. Why isn't someone doing something about this?
I didn't know you were still alive, Jill. The police aren't trained for this kind of situation. What can they do?
Yeah. That's right.
Listen, he's coming for us. We're both gonna die.
What are you saying?
You'll see.
Well, they really foreshadowed the Nemesis.
He's after S.T.A.R.S members.
Pretty hard.
There's no
don't they?
escape.
He's coming for us. I'm not gonna tell you that it's a monster. You wanna play the pronoun game?
Not gonna tell you that he's as how would you prepare someone for the knowledge that the Nemesis is coming up? Like he's probably more than 7 feet tall. carries around a fucking rocket launcher. Like, this is information that you would need to know, but at the same time, like, how much more stress can someone deal with than already acknowledging the fact that they're in a fucking zombie apocalypse?
Yeah. I mean, it's not as bad as the pronoun game they played in part 1, where in certain cases, like, for example, there is a way to get Barry to die, like, early on before you even get to the lab. And if you do, then instead of saying Wesker's a traitor, he will say, you watch out for that guy.
Gotcha.
And it's just like, just let him die. So if we were real jerks back there, and instead of waiting for him to shoot the zombie, we actually like tried to leave the bar, that conversation would have gone slightly differently. So there are a lot of like different little variations to things that happen, and also some random like different monsters that appear. So like
as is tradition with the Resident Evil
no
franchise.
like random between playthroughs.
Oh.
So like there's gonna be a room where sometimes you'll have zombies appear, and the next playthrough it's gonna be dogs, and the next playthrough is gonna be crows. So they change it up a bit and make it unpredictable.
I was already quite familiar with the variants of endings and paths that you could take, but between playthroughs, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's but there's no. I've tried it in all sorts of ways. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just randomized for variety's sake, which I think is really cool.
Okay. Yeah.
Not everything, obviously. Certain like most of the rooms do have fixed like or fixed enemy setups or whatever. Like these zombies, and they don't always break through the barricade at the same time, though. Sometimes they do it before you approach this door, sometimes after. So there is a lot of like unpredictability, which is probably what kept me why I enjoy this game, even on my 40th playthrough.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, I'm kind of like I like seeing the reload animation, so I don't like go into my inventory and like reload manually.
Yeah, but
but
sometimes that bites you in the ass a little bit.
Or at least bites me on the shoulder.
That is quite true.
But that's okay. We don't sweat the small stuff.
Jill's still fine.
What? Okay, good. We got 40 seconds before we should check on the pizza being ready. So, I am gonna go ahead and save my key. Oh boy, I don't have an ink ribbon, do I?
Pizza pasta.
No, I don't have an ink ribbon. Ah well, we are tough people who don't need ink ribbons.
True.
Ever. Okay, not ever, but
we just abuse save states.
yeah, can't do that on the PS3, unfortunately. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna edit this out, so I'll be back with pizza.
Sounds good.
And we're back.
We are back.
And not that we've ever went anywhere, of course.
We have a plate of greasy pizza because
Yes.
every now and then I do like a plate of greasy pizza. Just don't have it every day.
That's what makes these days so special. And so this leads us, I love the little details like the broken hydrant. This leads us right to the RPD. In Resident Evil 2 you could not exit this particular gate, so I guess they designed the set around this entrance.
Yeah.
Oh. What's gonna happen now?
And now we're walking into RE2.
Jill!
Brad!
We've got a...
Wesker! Oh God! all these fucking S.T.A.R.S dudes.
Did you not know that he said S.T.A.R.S?
No, like, no, I was pretty familiar. It's just the way that he, the way that he delivered the line was the funniest part about this to me. Was just, bam, right through Brad, one shot, tosses him down, S.T.A.R.S.
So, in spite of having played this 40 times, I have not actually bothered to try and fight him with the basic loadout.
Okay.
I mean, I think I might have tried it a few times and found it to be a pain in the ass, so usually I just run from him.
Gotcha.
So yeah, don't expect like a knife playthrough or something like
No,
something Hamza would do.
No, I would not ask you to do that. We're also performing this for a audience, and that would get very, very old and would take quite a while.
But yes, this is the iconic hall from Resident Evil 2. So if we stuck around where Brad died, we could have picked a S.T.A.R.S card from him, which you would use on the PC to find out the password to a locker that has the key to the S.T.A.R.S office.
Okay.
But I'm quite sure I remember all of the possible combinations to that lock, which that's the other thing. The passwords and puzzles are varied from playthrough to playthrough too.
Oh.
I mean, they're not randomized, like there are usually 3 or 4 solutions to each.
Yeah,
So
there's a preset like
yeah.
list of like this could be the solution. Or
yeah. So after this many playthroughs, they're not gonna like trip me up. But
wow, they're really bullet sponges in this game, aren't they?
yeah, they're. I mean, there's always been kind of a random factor where you could kill one in 3 shots if you're lucky, or it might take like 10 shots if you're not lucky. A little bit of RNG going on.
Yeah, but it feels like this is definitely taking longer than it did in 1 2.
Maybe. So what do we got here? We got a gemstone.
Hey.
I'll really have to try to remember to grab it on my way back.
Once you walk back into this room, I will lean over and scream, "Don't forget the gemstone!" right into your ear. Don't worry.
All right. Let's try 0131, which happened to be the last 4 digits of my phone number back when I lived in Sudbury.
Oh, hey.
4011. Nope. How about 051? Damn it! I don't. Okay, what was the last one? Fuck. Okay, I don't remember the last one. So, we are going to have to take a detour to another potentially dangerous part of the police station where you can find another S.T.A.R.S card to use on that PC.
Oh, that's quite alright.
Hey, lady.
We'll have plenty
I love
to
how,
say.
like, the Jill's 3D model looks to the left where the zombies are.
Yes.
It's just like...
Just kind of quietly acknowledging the fact that that's a zombie there.
Little details.
Not
like
yet wanting to make a move.
One of the most... Oh, I'm out of handgun bullets.
You are. You can run away, or you can use that fancy shotgun. Whoa, that's some sound design.
Yeah, and 2 heads off at the same time.
I do like it.
So, question is, do we want to mix any more handgun bullets?
Well, how much space do you need in your inventory right
No, the issue is, like, do I want to waste my gunpowder on that?
Yeah.
And so I'm not. There is a like little bit of a trade-off here. Is that like if you fight Nemesis, he yields these like what would would you call them? Like item boxes.
Hmm.
And so you could get another special handgun which fires a lot faster and has a chance of performing a headshot.
Like it's just a overall better handgun.
Right, but it doesn't use the enhanced handgun ammo.
Just uses standard bullets.
Yes, so do we wanna... Nah, I'll make some handgun ammo. Even if we don't end up like using a lot of the enhanced stuff, because by the end of the game, like you could mix so much that you have like Magnum and grenade launcher and stuff, and like you don't end up using the handgun ammo at all. May as well just go with that. So we have the handgun ammo. We have, I think there is another set of gunpowder in here or something. Yes. So I am gonna save my gunpowder, at least one set of A and B, because if you can mix them into C, and if you mix 3 sets of C, you get Magnum bullets. And oh, I love me that sweet, sweet Magnum.
And as we know from the Resident Evil franchise, are outrageously rare. Not easy to get those.
Yeah.
Magnum rounds.
And on the bright side, they're pretty much a guaranteed headshot for zombies and one hit kill for most other enemies, so useful stuff.
So Eric, what have you been playing nowadays?
I've been trying to get through the Game Boy Color version of Metal Gear Solid.
Oh,
A lot of people don't even know there is a Game Boy Color version of Metal Gear Solid.
oh yeah.
And this would be my first time playing it.
Ghost Babel, right? Yeah.
I mean, the North American version was just called Metal Gear Solid,
Oh.
or referred to as Metal Gear Solid 2000. But yeah, that's the one. That was a waste, but I wasn't prepared to take him on with a handgun. Fuck, I wish I could remember that last possible password for the safe.
We will take it.
So what do we have here? Oh, dogs. Sometimes it's zombies.
Plus, the more that you get to show off, the better. Wow, he really comes around that corner real silent.
So yeah, this is one of those areas where you're not sure what the enemy's gonna be. It's either gonna be zombies or dogs. Oh, here's the dodge system. It's unpredictable as hell.
But like sometimes the game will just give you like a
No, it's
like a throw and like a dodge.
it's like a timing issue. Like if you push fire right before the enemy like goes at you, you could dodge it, but like that timing has to be super precise, and you know you don't get a prompt or a sound cue or anything for it. So it's like at best I mean it's still cool. At best I would say like what ends up happening is you're trying to kill an enemy and you know you're pretty much screwed, and the game lets you dodge. So it's still like a good system overall.
Very kind.
As long as you're not like relying on
Yeah, because I'm guessing the timing is so precise that trying to rely on it would never work.
it. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm sure there are people out there who could figure it out for each enemy and their particular different types of attacks that they do. And
But that would take like a lot of studying.
yeah, I'm just grateful when it happens.
Yeah.
And there's the fat zombie.
We threw in something a little special for you, a special little dodge, a little bonus for you. Each time that you take off a zombie's head, and for a split second they keep walking towards you.
Yeah.
I keep expecting the RE4 situation to happen where you pop off a head and then they still grapple you.
No.
God, that's so satisfying. Just tilt up and bang.
Yeah, it's way more reliable than in the later games where it can still happen, but tilting up won't guarantee that you'll get ahead. Like, you'll take their head off. But I guess they felt like it may have been a little overpowered. Is there anybody here? I know there should be 2 red herbs, right? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. So I went to that office. I took that S.T.A.R.S card, and then I forgot to use it on the PC to check what the password is. And now, I can't enter the S.T.A.R.S office because I don't have the key because I forgot to check the password.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna be okay.
Hope you guys like backtracking.
Well, to be totally fair, they saw Resident Evil in the title.
They should have known there'd be backtracking.
They should have known.
You brought this on yourselves, guys, really.
It's true.
Oh, this is also the first Resident Evil where you get to just walk down the stairs organically. You don't have to like push the action button to use the stairs. Which is good, but also it means that zombies and things can crawl up and down stairs to get you if the stairs don't lead to a new room. So I may as well just grab this gem.
I didn't have to scream into your ear. Pretty perfect.
Raccoon City? Are you talking about Toronto?
Oh, well, alright. Let's lay them both out. Pros and cons of it each. Okay. Living in Toronto versus living in our Raccoon City.
Fewer condos in Raccoon City.
True. That when you have that much of a just condos, it becomes a bit of a blight on the local area. Living in Raccoon City will make you a stronger, faster, smarter
4, 3, 1, 2.
human being because you're not going to have any other choice if you want to survive there. So as far as nurturing a strong future generation of adults, Raccoon City has a Toronto beat. You could probably find affordable housing much more easily in a Raccoon City.
Yeah.
Just shift out a couple corpses, you know.
I mean, the question is, do you want to deal with a horde of zombies or a horde of hipsters? The better question is, what's the difference?
The more that I break this down, why don't we just move to Raccoon City? It's starting to sound very appealing compared to a Toronto. There's a lot less to worry about.
Now the ironic thing is, Raccoon City has fewer raccoons.
I fully believe that that's true.
Wouldn't it just be dandy if there was like zombie raccoons in this game?
Don't you hate it when you're commuting to work and someone tries to stop you and talk to you, and it could be for any number of reasons. Maybe they just aren't minding their own business. Maybe they're peddling the Jesus. Maybe they're doing all sorts of things. And you just want them to shut up so you can get to work. You wouldn't have to worry about that in a Raccoon City.
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, it's starting to sound pretty good.
Plus, think about their architecture.
This is a very nice police department.
Yeah. Police department, the mansion in the outskirts. I mean, it's a mountain town.
Yeah. We'll have to go on Yelp.
Yes.
And see which overall place to live in is more highly recommended.
The place with the fewest helpers is the better one. Alright, so the iconic S.T.A.R.S office. So obviously, because this was a shorter project, I think they were kind of forced to reuse some of these assets from RE2.
Mm-hmm.
But, happy memories.
Let's see who we've got here.
Oh, you want me to name all of them?
Can you?
Oh, jeez. Okay, so we got Brad, going from right to left, up to down. Brad, Barry, Forrest, Wesker, Jill, Richard, Chris, Kenneth, Enrico, Forrest. Wait, right, Forrest. The one on the bottom right is Joseph Frost.
Mm.
And then one of those two is the other pilot, Kevin Dooley. And I guess the other one is supposed to be the guy from he was like one of the characters in Resident Evil 0. It was an actual character who appeared on screen, and I don't remember his name. Damn it.
No worries, man.
Edward.
Edward. You have you've got this RE lore down pat.
I was obsessed with it for the longest time. That's Barry's desk, which is why there are gun bullets on it. Get it? Because Barry likes guns. And here's Chris's desk with his guitar and jacket and a CD. And this organization probably reflects the owner's personality. I love that.
Chris, get it together, for God's sake, man.
And Jill is the master of unlocking, so she gets a lockpick at her desk.
Look at how neat and organized she is.
So,
Chris.
here's a random weapon.
Let's see.
Is it gonna be the grenade launcher or the Magnum? The grenade launcher.
Okay. Okay.
Well, now we can burn some motherfuckers. There's gonna be a first aid kit or a first aid spray in Rebecca's little pouch there, but we're not using first aid spray because those are for whips.
They lower your rating at
Yeah.
firepower. Yeah. What do you want? Hello, sir. It's me, your Uber Eats driver.
Cut off. No survivors found. This is Colonel.
There's no survivors in your plate of a chicken shawarma. I got hungry on the way here. Terribly sorry. Yes, I will refund you.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, so really the only reason to come here is for the lockpick because the gate on the other side of where we entered the RPD was locked with a simple lock. I mean, we do need that blue gem that we got, so... but like immediately speaking, if you try to advance, it's like you need a lockpick to get through the next area. So you come all the way back to work on a weekend, probably, just to get a lockpick. Oh, what's that? What was that crashing sound?
I hear the sound of something, of some kind of ominous, scary noise.
What could it be? Could it be Mr. X?
Oh, it's probably Mr. X. Mr. X and the Nemesis should have like an armor. Oh God!
Matt just got
Should have
just got
should have a arm wrestling.
just got caught by one of this game's many jump scares.
I got caught off guard there.
Classic RE. Okay, where is that fucking lock? There it is. Yes, I will use the lockpick. Yay! Gunpowder B. Is that a technical term for it?
Yes.
It's made with
It's made with a vitamin B.
B for berry.
Oh, what the?
Yes, he chases you.
This man is hauling ass.
Oh yes, he's way faster than Mr. X. Thankfully this room is safe, so we can just get the fuck out of here. Bye bye, RPD.